Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me loud and clear? Yes, give me a good morning, please. All right, guys, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me? Yes, okay, guys, if you can hear me, please text good morning into the comment box right now. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, thank you very much. All right, guys, today is the 25th of April, 2025, Crazy Market Talk with KEL. Now, again, because I'm going to be flying tomorrow. Yep. Okay. So that's why a bit of thing to settle. So I need to have this thing early in the morning. Let's go into the market right now. But before that, again, reminded you, please make sure that disclaimer apply as usual and do your risk management. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's look at the US Dow Jones first for this morning. Okay. Now let's just go through some of the key factors here. Okay. So this morning we have a classic buy signal. Yeah. You should know by now why is it a classic buy signal. Okay, let's double check it. How come I did hold on, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you can see that the opening price of the day is at 40,095. Okay, and the pivot one is at 39,981. So the pivot one is actually below the opening price, so it's a very bullish signal. Yeah, take note, bullish. And the KSI is green in color, so it's like another bullish signal. So there are two buy signal for today. And if you notice at the bottom corner, bottom you can see the diamond itself, yes, but this diamond you cannot apply it right now because this one must, the market must finish first, then the diamond will be effective. So in short itself, right? Okay, there's only two things will happen today. Tomorrow will be a very, very good trading day. If it's above the closing price of this four diamond, it'll be going all the way up. Now if the market goes below today's closing price with the diamond still intact, example, then there will be selling. Now, why is it intact? Because if the market come down today, then the diamond may not be there. But if the market stays up today, right, then the diamond confirm will be there tomorrow. Yep. So all clear? If all clear, press number one right now. So tomorrow will be a very, very good trading day tomorrow, yeah? Because of the diamond that is now available on the screen. Okay. So I'll give you an example. What I mean by tomorrow will be a good day, right? Example, look at here. Okay, look at here. So this is the diamond, right? Okay, so this is the diamond on the day. So by right itself, the next day is trading day. So you put a line across it. Okay, you can see that if the market stays below the diamond, it's a sell. Very simple. A diamond line, yeah. But if it's above the diamond line, then it'll be a buy. Okay, so it's that simple for diamond trading tomorrow, yeah. Okay. All right. So watch out for tomorrow market. It's going to be cool. Okay. Now, next thing is that you notice as a MA30 is there at 40,091. So we're going to find me chart later, take a look. Yeah. Here you see my point. Now, the upside for today, I think ideally itself, we're going to see the market going to touch this high here. And that's, if I'm not wrong, it's about 40,223. Yeah. So about 100 points away from where we are right now. The next high here will be about 40,379. So I think the market will take these two number because you notice this. Why are these two number, right? Because yeah, because you notice that after here, wherever you are right now, right, the next KCB is all the way from where we are right now, all the way to here. And that's 41,432. That means that there's no other technical level except for those typical high of the previous candle as a technical, which is not very reliable, but it's okay to use. So the KCB, which is here, that means that the market could be a 1,300 point rally if the market choose to go up from here itself. And this will be a topic that I'll talk about it later. Yeah. Okay. So watch out for this. Now the downside itself only can happen if the market loses below the MA30 to begin with, and of course losing below the pivot one. So unless the market drop below pivot one, if not, there will be no buying, no selling for today. I think that be much very clear here. Be very careful on that. All right, because MLP is all with you, KCL also here, everything is here. So the market now is more towards the buy than the sell. But of course, when the market behave one-sided, usually the opposite may happen, right? So let's look at the 5-minute chart now to understand this better, yeah? Okay. Okay, so what you can see on the screen right now, the market opens this morning and immediately it came down first a little bit. Then after that went sideways, and then the buying come in. Now, do you notice there's a lot of green, 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 green everywhere? So basically, when you see green dots, right, it's either the market go this way or market choose go this way. So there's only one way or the other way. So if you look at that in numbers form, let's bring a look. Okay, so now the market has seemingly choose the upside, right? So the target will be KTR plus one. KTR plus one will be 40,246, and that will easily break the 40,223 high, which is here that I suspected. Now, one thing to note, yesterday, you see the market, right? It was on the way down, then suddenly just spike up, and then boom, came back down. So I'm pretty sure anybody who short the market here or here will definitely put their stop loss somewhere around here. So that means that if the market is choose to go up, right, the percentage of going to the KDR plus one already 80 to 85%, right? So if that's the case itself, right, then I think the market will stagger towards here later. So traders watch out for this trade. It could be going up. It could be a free bite here itself. So either take KTR plus one or you take this one here, 40,000. Ayo. Okay, sorry, 40,223. Okay, so take note of that. Okay. All right, so that is the Dow Jones for now. Let's look at the gold market, shall we? Okay, so today's goal is going to be the same as what you just saw on the Dow Jones. The opening price of gold is at 33.50. Okay, MLP is 33.18, so it's bullish sentiment. Okay, and interesting, also got diamond popping up. Okay, that is cool. So with diamond popping up itself, and the market is above pivot one, above OP is a buy. So this morning itself, as long as it stays above OP is a buy. The KSI also turned green, so all looks good for the buy side. Now the top side target is 33.81. That is the KTR, sorry, that's the KCB 33.81. So let's see whether would the market be able to traject over there itself. Yeah. Now it's actually very possible as long as the dollar depreciate in value for gold to touch 33.81. I think it's not a difficult thing at all. All right, not a difficult thing at all. All right. Plus some more with all the MA13 pivot or supporting. The only downside, if you ask me, is if the market goes below OP, right, then where will it go? You go to MLP. Very, very honestly, I think that once the market break below OP, to go to MLP is very possible. But of course, for that to happen, we're talking about the dollar actually strengthen, yeah? And why it strengthen? That will be something they watch in the market. Okay, all right. So next market. The next market we're going to look at now will be this one, the Nikkei. I'll show you the Nikkei for today. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Now the Nikkei today has a doji directional day set up, all right, which is here. And you can see that there's two dojis already, two dojis. So two doji means that the market actually may have a very massive movement soon. So it's going to be either this way all the way up to this number here. Let me just check. The number can be as high as 36,200. Yeah. So 36,200. 204 to be precise. Okay. Now the downside itself, you notice is here the KCL level at 34,787. So 34,787. So that will be the downside. So upside is 36,204. Downside is 34,787. Okay. So that will be the range of trading for the Nikkei this today. Because of the two dojis, the market has to choose one side. But of course, the KSI is still green, so maybe the market will choose the upside. Who knows? But of course, the upside must break above 35,717 first. That's very, very important. Okay, very important. Yeah. Okay, done. Next one, it will be the crude oil market. Now, crude oil market, I've been saying that if you want to buy something for long term, you can buy crude oil, but don't expect crude oil to give you immediate profit because you go sideways, ding dong, plus the current situation in America. So one thing to note is that if America go into recession or going into one recession, definitely for sure the crude oil price will fall. Okay, I repeat, if US is going to go into a recession, there's 100% chance that the crude oil will fall. So now the thing is this, let's take a look on the diamonds here, everyone. That is a four diamonds here a couple of days ago. So by right, you should put a line at the closing price of it, and then voila, this is what happened. That's the reason why when the crude oil initially go up first, there was a buy, but once it breaks below the white line, boom, it came down. Yeah. Okay, so that's why it's very important. Now today going to be a new diamond again. So today got a lot of new diamond all popping up. So we see how it goes and then we draw according to plan. But at the moment now we still set the old last diamond. Okay, so take this away first. Okay, so first of all, you notice, hey, how come got no pivot, right? Yes, exactly. There's no pivot for today, yeah? For crude oil today, got no pivot. No pivot means the OP is the king. The OP is the king. If the market stays above OP, it will be a buy. If the market stays below OP, it will be a sell. That one's very, very clear. There's no pivot day, all right? No pivots. All right, upside can be as high as the 64.16, which happened to be very near to the MA30. So law of attraction usually brings the price high. So it is suspected that it may go to here itself in the short term, yeah? Okay, then after that, if you can break past 64.16, wow, the next wave will break already. It'll be 66.66. Oh my goodness, what a number. 66.66. Okay, so watch out for this. Okay, by the way, you should know that the 66.66 right come from the opening price of the candle. So that means someone has opened here at 66.66 itself. So it's a market manipulated. Give a guess. Think about it. All right, so that is that. The next one will be the pound market. I think Carl, yesterday you have profited from pound. Let's take a look on pound. All right, so pound today, let's take a look. Pound today, we have an opening price at 1.33348, and we have a bit of resistance above at 1.33589. So pound, as long as it stays below OP, it is possible to see coming down to the MLP. Now, for pound to be coming down, the only reason is the dollar strengthened. And the dollar strengthened, hence therefore gold now is coming down. It's kind of expected, yeah, because of that. Okay. So the thing is this, I'll talk about dollar later, but at least for today, pound, if the market doesn't break above OP, then the downside will be MLP at 1.32928. Nothing much to talk about pound for today. Yesterday was a good one. The market recovered as we speak itself, so that was a good one. Okay, let's check the other market, like say Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin today is a doji directional day. And if you look at the Bitcoin that's up for a few days, that's the reason why also we saw the stock market going up. So that's why the Bitcoin has a very good relationship with the stock market. Yeah. So now the thing is this, the KSI is green in color, KCX is black in color. So everything is bullish for the Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin to go towards 94,899, it's actually possible for today. But the thing is this, if the market breaks below OP and break MLP and it's a doji directional day, then the reversal could be true. Then the downside can go back to 90,560. So my downside target is 90,560. My upside target is 94,899. So it depends on which side are you in right now. If you prefer to buy, then aim for this. You prefer to sell, if it come down first, break OP, then you sell towards here. All right, that's what you do. You don't sell in the middle of a buy and a sell. That's going to be very dangerous. Yeah. So undeniable, that was a diamond back then, right? It's a 4 diamond. I've talked to you before. If you draw a line across it nicely, gosh, you got the buy, best buy the next day. Okay, so that's how we work on this with the diamonds. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now let's look at something fundamental, which is the one that I've been talking about, looking at the regional chart to see something here itself. Okay, let me just bring this to you. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the 10-year yield first. The 10-year yield yesterday came off, all right? The 10-year yield yesterday came off. So the bond market actually recovered. And for the bond market recovered, that means that the stock market will also recover. So that's how it is seemingly right now. So the thing is this, if why the yield came off is because there was I think someone from the White House, sorry, someone from the Federal says that, right, there's a very high chance to see a rate cut, okay, in June. So this is something that we already know, that we know that May will not have anything, but June there is. So you just go to here, you just go to this Federal Fund Target Rate Probability. You just click on it. You get to see this one called CME Fed Watch. And then you click on that, it'll tell you the next FOMC meeting will be actually around 12 days from now with the May data. So you can see that May there is the current rate now is 4.25 to 4.5. So this one is the current and this is targeting. So basically in short, the current is 4.25 and the one that people are looking at for a cut is not there. It was more than 93% believe that there will be no cut on this day. Only like 6.7% believe in a cut. So usually the one majority will be the one that the Fed will use. So 7 May out the window. Let's look at June instead. So apparently, so now you can see that only 37.8% people believe that the rate will stay the same, but there's a 58.2% says that it will have a rate cut to down to 4.00. So that's the reason why the market is buying in anticipation that there will be no rate cut, never mind, in this May, but there's a rate cut in this June period. All right, I got frightened off. Okay, all right, so that is the rate card itself. Okay, let's look at the dollar. Now I share you the dollar is quite important. The dollar yesterday came off. That's why you saw the gold price going up. All right. So now the thing is this now the dollar is seemingly recovering. So that means the possibility to see the gold price coming down a little bit. All right, for gold price to really go up again, you need a dollar to come down here. This one is a fact, yeah. So watch out for that. Okay. And last but not least, I'll try to show you the gold chart. Now you can see long-term chart, the gold chart is still pretty nice. So I don't think there's a need of panic, but of course you can buy it cheaper. Okay, so I'll tell you something very important, guys. I know that you guys are using RSI or some William indicator. Now, one thing I use William a lot on my own conventional way of reading. William indicator itself, you can go and Google it. So it's something like RSI, and it's pretty good to use, but it's only must use it the right way. So when the market is bullish, the William percentage indicator at the bottom is almost pitch perfect. Yeah, so you can see that. So you can see that you can also buy near the low of the market. Okay, so now this is the bull market for sure. So I am waiting. Either the market can come down and then I can buy at the 50% mark, which is something that happened like this before. Okay, or I can buy at the 75 and lower number. So if ever the gold price, which is kind of expected to fall again, then this one will come down. Then we will see whether can we buy at this low or this low, and then we could recover again. Now, how high would the Dow go up result later at MAO? I'll do one video on this, so watch out for that video. Yeah. Okay, all clear? If all clear, press number 2 right now. Okay, and the last one I talked about is I told you the Nasdaq, right? Okay, let me bring Nasdaq in. Okay, so you can see that this is the Nasdaq chart, and I'm going to do a very simple conventional way of reading this. I take the highest point, I connect the dot over here, and then I pull it further. I see this. So you can see that why yesterday the Nasdaq shoot up, because the market has technically break above the downtrend movement. So this A, this is B, and this is C. So the market has broke above the downtrend, so the system automatically come in and buy. So yesterday, all the Magnificent Seven all went up. We saw Tesla, Google, Amazon all went up because it's program buying. Okay, this program buying. So program buying means that usually there's be higher movement, right? But there's a problem here. Now let's start talk about how the Williams indicator work, right? When the market is on a downtrend, the indicator work very good on the upside, which means that just like I told you, right? When the market is downtrend, if you just strictly buy at the bottom, you'll be hit by the market. Okay, that's the wrong way to do. When the market is actually bearish, you take the opposite track, which means that you look out for it to hit above 25%. So you can see right now. So the last time the market went up from here to here, the market the W indicator was at actually above at 25, and the market touches here and then boom, came down, right? So where are we right now? We are at the same point, okay, but we don't have any technical, so we will see from there. So how do we know the market will sell? Very simple. Look at the closing. This is the bar here itself. The market has turned black color. So when the market is a downtrend and then it hits the high level, it's not going to buy, but it's just go slow. All right, by little, and then if the market really goes below OP, then that's it. The selling wave will continue again. So watch out for that, okay? Only if the market goes below OP. All right, guys, that will be all for this morning's session. We covered quite a fair bit of market. We'll come back in about 1 minute time to do the revision for yesterday's market. Thank you very much.